Assalamualaikum to our lecturer, Puan Masnira. My name is Muhammad Najwan bin Saharuddin. I'm from group number 2. I'm going to present the best decision to increase profit during movement control order (MCO). In my opinion, the best decision that I made to increase profit to recover from the pandemic is increase the price. For me, it is possible to make money with increase the price while impossible in decreasing price, because we will face a loss and cannot recover from the pandemic. As the owner small medium-sized enterprise that supply chicken, we take this opportunity to increase the price, because chicken is inelastic good which consumer does not sensitivity against increased price of goods. For example, when price of chicken increase 5%, the quantity demand of the chicken will decrease only 2%. As a result, we will gain maximization profit and capable recover from this pandemic.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Masnira and everyone. I am Muhammad Razik bin Muhammad Shuazlan from Group 2, presenting about how a small medium enterprise can use the concept of elasticity in making decisions. There are 3 types of elasticity of demand. There is price elasticity of demand, cross price elasticity of demand, and income elasticity of demand. First of all, what is price elasticity of demand? Price elasticity of demand is measurement of the change quantity demanded of a product to changes in its price. So now, how to calculate the price elasticity of demand? As we can see, this formula to calculate price elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded divided with percentage change in price. There are 5-degree price elasticity of demand. The first one is perfectly inelastic demand. It is meant when the quantity demanded does not change even the price is changed. The example goods is rice. Based on this diagram, when the price of rice increase from P to P1, the quantity demanded will remain the same because rice is necessity good for consumers. The second is perfectly elastic demand curve. It is a situation when small change in price will result in quantity demand to become infinite percentage. Example for perfectly elastic demand curve is gold. Based on this diagram, when the price is at 10 ringgit, the quantity demanded will be 4 units. When the price change increase or decrease, there will be 0 quantity demand. Thirdly, unitary elastic demand curve. It is mean when change in price of good leads to a proportionate change in quantity demand. The example good for unitary elastic demand curve is smartphone. Based on this diagram, when the price for smartphone increased by 20% from P0 to P1, the quantity demanded will decrease by 20% from Q0 to Q1. Next, elastic demand curve. Elastic demand curve is when a small change in price of goods will cause to larger change in quantity demanded. The example of elastic demand curve is cars. For example, here we can see when the price of car increased by 5% from P0 to P1, the quantity demanded will decrease by 10% from Q0 to Q1. Lastly, an elastic demand curve. An elastic demand curve means when change in price of goods will cause to a smaller percentage change in quantity demanded. Example good of inelastic demand is salt. Based on this figure, when the price of salt increased by 10% from P0 to P1, the quantity demanded will decrease by 4% from Q0 to Q1. The second type of elasticity is cross-price elasticity of demand. What is cross-price elasticity of demand? Cross-price elasticity of demand is measures the responsiveness in the quantity demanded of good A when the price of good B changes. How to calculate the cross-price elasticity of demand? To calculate cross-elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded of good A divided with percentage change in price of good B. There are three types of cross-price elasticity of demand, that is positive cross-price elasticity, negative cross-price elasticity, and zero cross-price elasticity. Now, I will explain about positive cross-price elasticity. Positive cross-price elasticity is when the demand for good A increase as the price for good B going up. This is because of substitute goods, that is butter and margarine. For example here, when the price of butter increase from P to P1, quantity demanded for margarine also will increase from Q to Q1. Secondly, negative cross-price elasticity. Negative cross-price elasticity means the demand for good A will decrease while the price for good B will goes up. It is because good A and good B are complementary goods, that is laptop and pen drive. Based on this figure, when price of laptop increase from P0 to P, the quantity demanded for pen drive will decrease from Q0 to Q. Lastly, zero cross-price elasticity. Zero cross-price elasticity means when the change in price of good B will not affect the quantity demanded of good A. This is because goods A and goods B are unrelated goods, that is chicken and motorcycle. Based on this diagram, when the price of chicken increase from P1 to P2, the quantity demanded of motorcycles will remain the same.
Hi, Assalamualaikum to Madam Masnira and everyone. My name is Muhammad Azad bin Rosli from Group 2. We'll be presenting about income elasticity of demand. So, what is income elasticity of demand? Income elasticity of demand is measure of how responsive the quantity demanded to change in income. How to calculate the income elasticity of demand? To calculate the income elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded divided with percentage change in income. As we all know, there are three types of income elasticity of demand. That is positive income elasticity, negative income elasticity, and zero income elasticity. The first one is positive income elasticity. Positive income elasticity can be divided into three parts: unitary income elasticity of demand, inelastic income elasticity, and elastic income elasticity of demand. Okay, first is unitary income elasticity of demand. Unitary income elasticity is when the rise in income is proportionate to the increase in the quantity demanded. Examples, good for positive income elasticity is camera. Based on this figure, when income increases by 20% from Y1 to Y2, the quantity demanded for camera will also increase by 20% from Q1 to Q2. Okay, secondly is inelastic income elasticity. It means when change in income will bring a less than proportionate change in demand. Example, goods is normal goods such as coffee. Based on this diagram, when income increases by 15% from I1 to I2, the quantity demanded for coffee will increases by 5% from Q1 to Q2. Thirdly is elastic income elasticity of demand. It means when a small change in income will bring about a more than proportionate change in demand. Example, goods is luxury good such as gold. As we can see this diagram, When income increased by 5% from I to I1, the quantity demanded increased by 10% Q to Q0. Okay, next is negative income elasticity. It's a condition which demand for goods decrease with a rise in income. Example goods is inferior good such as frozen food. Based on this figure, when income increases from Y1 to Y2, the quantity demanded for frozen food will decrease from Q1 to Q2. Lastly is zero income elasticity. It means when a change in income has no effect on quantity demanded. Example goods in necessary goods such as sugar. Based on this diagram, when income increase from P1 to P2, the quantity demanded will remain the same.
Assalamualaikum Madam and everyone. My name is Muhammad Hanis bin Ahmad from Group 2, while presenting about importance of price elasticity of demand. Why is price elasticity of demand important? It is because knowing the price elasticity of a good can offer insight into how a market will react to price changes. This is really important for business that are making pricing decision, as raising or lowering prices will directly impact the number of sales. For example of price elasticity here is when the price of the tea increase. Consumer will switch to coffee that offer lower price than tea. Therefore, quantity demand for coffee will increase and quantity demand for tea will decrease. That's all from our group, and thank you for watching, and Assalamualaikum.